question. Have you ever caught yourself hopping from one business to another? I have.
I
The
have.
first feeling of getting your first sale in
Yes,
business.
yes.
Nothing can beat
Nothing
that.
can beat that first sale. And so because
It's like people who take drugs. You know, not that I have.
That
I'm
first
just
hit.
saying. They say that first hit, you'll
that
get
first
very
hit,
addicted
yes,
to it.
yes. That first hit, you like, you're chasing that first hit and it's completely changed. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's always gonna the market always gonna change. It's a fast paced market landscape and so
Let's chill. Hello, hola, bonjour, sani bonani.
Namaste. What up, Chaplain Chillers? Yes, it's your boy, Coach LJ. And I'm with my best friend, my business partner, my better half, the one and only Lady Caesar. She's in the building. Yes, you know we're about that vibe each and every week. And so I'd like to say, are you ready for another empowering and transformative episode of Chilling with the Chaplins?
Chilling with the Chaplins.
Yes, you know where we are elevating lives, we are empowering businesses, we are united coaches, and fueling success. Yeah, so what's popping on this Friday episode?
So before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to everyone experiencing mental health challenges. It's Mental Health Month, right?
Yes, Mental Health Month.
Yes, and to those suffering, supporting their loved ones through their journeys. I'm one of those people who go through mental challenges, so I know what it's like. So as we observe Mental Health Month in the month of May.
May.
I'm still last month. In the month of May, we are going to dive deep into the thrilling yet demanding world of entrepreneurship, where we, like everybody knows, an entrepreneur does not sleep. They work around the clock. They have no breaks. They give themselves no mental breaks. And hence, most of them, stats say, burnout and suffer from depression because they put too much
stress.
Not stress, yes, but they push themselves too hard and they don't give themselves a break, which is so much needed. So today's episode, we will be covering a bit of this and that, and just giving that awareness on your mental health and state, how important it is to actually pursue your career and run a successful business, because you need to rest.
Yes.
You cannot give from an empty cup. And listen, this is from personal experience. Okay. So we're going to be talking about that. So mainly we are discussing master your business and the smart strategies for success.
Yes. Things in the right way. We're about doing things in decent and in order.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because we are kingdom kids. So
yes,
we do
kingdom
things
kids.
kingdom
Yes.
style.
Yes.
So let's get started. Avoiding shiny objects, because that's the big thing with entrepreneurs. They see things being advertised on social media and they feel like, you know what, I want that, I can do that, I can be that. Is how do we get entrepreneurs to realize that social media is not the real picture? That it's starting a business is not really a small thing. It's not for the faint-hearted. So what we often see then when people are looking at social media, the gram, and they'll see it so appealing, people doing so well. And we always say that most of these people who advertise on social media and show these flashy things, majority of the time, it's not theirs. They've rented it out. They've, just to appeal to you. There's this lady that I came across my feed this other time. She tries to trump out these social media advertising strategies that people are using, because she'll be like, let me show you how to make 3 million in a month on social media.
Right there, it's a lie.
Yeah. and then by joining my course, Like, if you're gonna help me make 3 million, I don't think you need to teach anybody to make 3 million. You want to keep your 3 million, right? So you have to really see the red flags, excuse me, and read in between the lines that this might just be an advertising fad. So yeah, what's your take, LJ?
Yeah, 3 million. Now you can make probably 3 million, but if you're not clear, maybe if you're saying 3 million a month, are you gonna make 3 million a month, or in time you can actually make 3 million in a month? So
Right.
it definitely need clarity. But yeah, starting a business again, it's no small feat.
Child's play.
It's no child's play. It is tough. It's not easy. But the reward is great. And once you get to the success, once you made it and you accomplished a lot, yes, the rewards
it gives
will
you
be
all these.
freedom. It gives you
Yeah.
freedom of time, freedom of money. Allowed you to
That is success.
allowed you to fund your passion, allow you to work on your passion. So all these different things when you in your business, when you're building a business, say, because we say this in the church when people first get saved, we say, I'm not gonna tell you everything's gonna be easy. When you first get saved, you're excited. When you get saved, you're excited. And just like when you started a business, you're excited.
Right.
But eventually the excitement is gonna wear off.
and reality starts kicking in.
The reality got start kicking in, and you start asking your question, what did I get myself into?
Right.
Yeah, so the assignment's gonna wear off, right? So what? And it's the same thing when you first get saved. You're excited, man. You're on fire for the Lord. You like, I do whatever. I do whatever.
And that's why we always say, Lord, return me back to my first love, because that first feeling
Yes,
of being
yes,
saved,
yes.
first feeling of getting your first sale in
Yes,
business,
yes.
nothing can beat
Nothing
that.
can beat that first sell. And so because
It's like people who take drugs. Not that I have.
That
I'm
first
just
hit.
saying. They say that first hit, you'll
that
get
first
very
hit,
addicted
yes,
to it.
that first hit, you like, and you're chasing that first hit. This is why sometimes when people
And that's why they get deeper and deeper, because they're
yes,
chasing
that first hit. So, and this is why even when you start off on cigarettes, then you move to weed, and then you move to because
Getting
you chase
stronger and
it gets
stronger.
stronger and stronger because you're still chasing that hit. So, what happened when it start dying off? What happened when business don't go where all the excitement don't go? And so, this is why we encourage you to, we encourage to take that leap and start a business, knowing that it's not going to be easy.
Right.
Knowing that you're going to have some ups and you're going to have some downs. You're going to have some troubling times. You're going to have some some pain, the pain point, these pain moments. But you know what?
Just like a pregnant woman
Yes.
about to give birth. You're
Yeah.
going to feel those labor pains.
Yes.
It's part of the process.
It's part of the process. But and this is why we say, while you're taking the lead, finding something that you like. Finding, just don't, because you're avoiding the shiny object syndrome, because you see it on the gram and they say, you can make $1 million, and you do this, you join my course, you do this,
Your passion.
you can make $1 million, but and then once you get in there, you realize you can't really make $1 million
You can, but it takes more than what was
what
advertised.
advertised. So yes, that's the thing, you can, but not within a month.
Yeah.
Not within timing. Again, it goes to timing. You never know. Not saying you can't make it in a month, because if the timing right, then maybe you just, that anomaly just happened, and every now and then somebody might just strike big, but that's not realistic. So this is why we say, finding something that you like. Finding your passion, working on your passion, building, because when the excitement is gone, that passion though never dies.
It keeps you going.
It keeps you going. It keeps you want to keep pursuing.
And they say if you do something that you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yes.
So really doing what you love makes you even want to get up in the morning and keep grinding, even when things don't look so, so golden or so beautiful. But that passion makes you want to keep going.
So we're saying, and you're struggling with finding yourself, and so that you won't be chasing these shiny object syndromes, we encourage you again and again to take the DISC assessment. And we do offer the DISC assessment so that you're able to
check out in the description box.
Yes, so that you're able to
more details.
So when you understand yourself, and you know where to go into, where your strength zones, what gift and what area you might be good in, and then how to connect and work with other people as well. So you had to put yourself in the right situation when something do come up on your timeline, because you're always going to see something on your timeline.
There's always somebody selling something.
Yes, always something.
And we always say, if it's free, you are the product.
You are the product. And so it's nothing wrong if somebody's selling something and you see something, but because you know yourself, you're not going to be chasing something because they say, oh, we're going to help you make $1 million. If you see something that's within your
Say
strength
something.
zone.
I live in America. If you see something, say something.
Okay. But if you see something that's within your strength zone, within your gift, you said, you know what, that will work for me because I could do that, whatever. So so that when you get into
I think
it,
you're just able to accept the labor pains, the pains of going through, pushing a business when you're doing something that you love.
yes,
Because, like you said, passion kicks in. But consider this formula. If something gives you excitement and you have the passion for it, plus the skill, plus the endurance, because you're going to have to, you need that endurance.
you need that endurance, yes.
And it will all give you a sustainable, scalable, and long-term growth in your business, without a doubt. So let's go through this again. Be excited about it. Be passionate about it. Have the skill. If you don't have the skill, go
be
and
competent
and go and acquire the skill. You don't necessarily have to be like an expert, but go and get the skill. And you got to endure.
Yes.
You got to be consistent. You got to know that things don't happen overnight.
No, and it's not going to be easy. We say trouble don't last always, but you got to endure the trouble.
Absolutely.
You got to endure the pain. You got to endure the storms, because in business, you're going to have storms, So when you have the skill set, when you have the energy, when you have the passion, when you have the endurance, then you will have a sustainable, you will have a scalable, and you will have long-term growth. And this is why, for myself, I made have focus in doing what I'm doing, because of my abilities, because of the energy. I'm only
the passion.
Of the passion, of my energy, of everything and my skill set, my knowledge, my competence. I know if I keep working, if I keep building, then guess what? I'm going to have that sustainable, scalable, and long-term growth. But it takes time.
It will pop one day.
Yeah, it's going to pop one day. But you got to be willing to get in it and just build. Start small and just grow up. Just build it up.
So here's a question. Have you ever caught yourself hopping from one business to another? I have.
I have. Yeah.
That's a question.
Plenty of times. Yeah.
Like countless times. Okay. Yes. I think most entrepreneurs go through that phase where they just trying this, trying that, until they realize, like what we said, they
you
just
find something that
go
you like,
for your passion, so that it doesn't frustrate you when it's not working out in the first 3-4 months, a year, 2 years. Because it takes time to build a brand, and you can check out our last episode. We spoke about the brand as well, building a brand. So, so you moving from one business idea to another. And the thing is, it's vital to concentrate on your passion. It's vital to concentrate on your ambitions.
Yes. Yeah, I would say long-term ambitions, yes. But here's the thing, like, going from one business to a next business, if you take the disassessment. You can eliminate.
So there's something about this assessment.
Oh yeah. You can eliminate going from trying one thing to the next thing. You could try, even like going to school. You go to college. You get into one major because you liked it. The shiny eyes, you thought that's what you wanted to do because maybe you seen somebody else done it. Maybe you feel like, oh, I can make money in that field. But really, it don't fit your skill set. It don't.
And it doesn't fit your strength.
Your strength. You're an introvert, but you're trying to do an extrovert job. Or you're an extrovert trying to do an introvert job. You're gonna get boring. You're gonna get frustrated.
You're gonna get bored.
Yeah, bored. Yeah. Thank you for correcting me. We were watching Cat Williams last night. My wife said,
"Listen, I was watching Cat Williams. I think we need to do a video on the Cat Williams." I wanted to correct every sentence he was. I mean, Cat has good vocab because
Yes.
he's read a lot.
Yes.
But they always say you cannot take the hood out of a person. Like, he'd be saying the E's where it's supposed to be the was. I'll be like, Cat, I wish you just said was there. Because I just missed the joke by just him saying E's instead of was. Like, yeah, okay. So I live with a similar situation here. PhD
Yes,
candidate,
PhD candidate,
American
everything.
candidate.
Yes, and everything, yeah.
But hey, the E's and the was are still there. But we're not there. We're here. All right. We're neither there nor we're neither here or there, but we're here. We're
Yes,
here.
yes. But here's the thing: this assessment will help you not to get sidetracked.
Right.
You know, when you're chasing these different ambitions, you know, it will help you not to fall.
So take
fall
this
prey.
assessment.
Yes,
What you
take
waiting
it. Yes,
for?
if you're going, if
Reach out and we're ready.
yeah,
for
whatever.
assistance.
If you school, whatever career, you find out what your strength zone is, so that you're able to put
I
yourself
think this
in
assessment
the right.
should be a must, even in curriculum.
Yes.
In choosing like careers.
Yes, it's a must, and this is why when we offer this assessment, I mean the 6-month initial boot camp, you're gonna get this assessment. You're gonna have the opportunity to take this assessment because I want to know what fits you best, but I also want you to know where you fit in
Right.
in your business.
So I think the bottom line of what I was asking about, you jumping from one job, one business idea to another, is that whatever that you end up choosing, be consistent.
Yes.
Because even like with weight loss, I'm proud to say I've lost just over 30 pounds.
Okay.
I started, I believe, February 9th,
Yeah.
and we now in the beginning of May. So, the girl's getting there.
Way to go.
30 pounds.
Way to go. Yes.
And
yes.
it's some days have been really hard, but it's just consistency. I'm pushing myself even more this month. I'm committing to walk nothing less than 8,000 steps a day for at least 5 days a week. So every day for 5 days a week, I'm walking nothing less than 8,000 steps, which is not easy. But because I want to give my body that endurance, for it to be able to go, because I know I was doing 4,000 steps and I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling anything anymore. So I had to push and double up. So now I've doubled up to 8,000, which is like, what? Girl, are you okay? But I'm pushing my body so that my body gets used to it. And the consistency, doing it over a period of at least 21 days, will make my body adjust. So the same thing with business. You gotta be consistent. You gotta double up. If you see that you're doing something and it's not working, then pivot a bit, or change a bit. Do something to show that you're not doing something that is insane, because insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result,
yes,
right?
yes.
So if you're doing the same thing and you're seeing that there's no positive results coming out of it, it means that you need to pivot.
Yes.
You need to do something
Different.
a little
different, not different, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's not like a
Major
thing.
change, yeah.
Sometimes you just have to tweak here and there, and then boom, so consistency in anything is key, all right? So when
No chasing. You gotta stop chasing the new projects, the new gear, the new things, but dedicate maybe a year into up that project and refine it and tweak it, and something so that you can find something that truly resonate with you. And that's what it's about, finding something that truly resonating with you. But again, to skip all that process, take this assessment so that it's much easier to find, and you won't be hopping here, new project, this new project. Just
refine or find something that you can focus on. For example, if you're in a digital space, focus on your SEO. Just tell yourself, in the next 3 months, I'm going to perfect my SEO. What is SEO again?
Search engine optimization.
Right, where you pop up much
on the Google.
Pop up
on the search engine.
On a search engine.
Google or Bing, Yahoo,
Right.
you pop up.
So maybe you're telling yourself, okay, I want people to find me. So let me just make sure that I get 100%. Well, maybe let's just say between 80 and 90% for the next 3 months. Let that be your refinement or your focus, and see what happens. See if there's nothing impactful that comes out of that little change, because every little positive change can get you somewhere.
It gets you closer to the goal. Yes,
Exactly.
it gets you closer to the goal. So focus on that one project, and one at a time. And like I said, even if it's social media, pick one. You don't have to be all of them. We know we got a lot of social media. Pick one that you believe that where your audience at, your target audience at, and you just stay consistent. You promote on that platform for a year, for 3 months, for 6 months. Don't just because you don't see growth in a month, you don't see nobody liking it. No, it takes time when you're building it, and it takes being consistent and producing quality content. So a lot of times when you're trying to do everything at one time, it's going to be hard to produce quality content. Yeah.
And I think I'll also say, if you can narrow down your business into, they always say, find a niche, so that you don't keep changing. I know some people do general stores and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. If it works for you, go for it. But for a person who's like trying to build a certain brand, just niche it down, to that core product.
Yes.
So that you don't get to confuse your customers. Your customers are, today she's selling makeup, tomorrow she's selling clothes, the next day she's selling handbags. What exactly is Caesar selling? So that they know what, if they want this, they go to Caesar. If they want this, they go to Leonard. If they want this, they go to Amber, whatever the case is. So just narrowing your offerings,
Yes.
and so that your customers know that this is her speciality, this is his speciality.
Yeah, and it's very important. I know you know, 'cause if there's a terminology, the jack of all trades, but the master of none. And this is what happens when you chase, when you don't niche down.
And I think I'm that. I'm the jack of all trades, but I'm mastering none of
You
them.
you become the jack of all trades. I can do this. 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 Like, no, sometimes it's better just to niche down, choose one, and just stick to that, and let that be the go-to. You the go-to person. You the guru in that area, so that it's easier to find your audience when you begin to niche down. I know a lot of times you feel like, I need to do 2 to 3 things, or what I need to do this, to make money. But a lot of times you just gotta find that one core thing, and you just promote that.
Let's talk about people who go through a rough patch in business, because it's gonna happen. Listen, it's going to happen. If somebody told that business is just gonna be a linear line, it's gonna be smooth sailing,
Yes.
they lied to you.
They lie.
I'm sorry to break it to you today. It's like life. Life cannot always be roses and peaches. You're gonna go through something. It's like marriage.
Peace and bodies. You're gonna have these peace and bodies, right?
You're gonna have some dips along
Yes,
the way.
yes.
Even the Bible tells us,
Yes.
as I walk through the
valley.
valley, there's gonna be a valley, and there's gonna be a shadow of death. So why are you expecting?
Peace and bodies.
Why are you expecting greener pastures or to be on the other side? So what happens when one goes through that? Talk to us. What happened?
Well,
What do we do? How do we surrender? How do we overcome that?
Well, first thing, don't panic. Because you see things, that's the worst thing you
But
do.
panicking is human nature.
I know, but that's the worst thing. So this is why you got to be calm. This is why we talk about your energy, your passion, your skill sets, and your endurance, because that will help you not to panic. When you skill in the area, when you know what you know, it keeps you grounded.
Right.
It keeps you grounded. So when the rush pass hit, when you're handling business downturns, we talk about Elon Musk last week. Elon Musk last week with
We talk about him a lot.
yes, we thought. But Elon Musk, we're saying that about the choices he's making with his business and Tesla and Twitter and X, and these is his strategies that he feel like he's doing to enhance his business or whatever. But so right now he could be in a down season, but he can't panic because maybe everybody else saying that he's making a mistake.
Right.
Because to him, he might not be making a mistake. He might know exactly what he want to do. Even with Apple, you might say, oh man, they ain't making no new changes. They're not innovative.
Probably that's their strategy.
That could be their strategy. So to them, they probably know what they're doing. And so this is why you never want to panic, even though your customers say, do something. Even though when there's peaks and valleys. So even when you go through these peaks and valleys, you need to stay consistent. You need to continue to grow. You need to continue to strategize. So we say, don't panic. What you do is you just sit back, pause, think, and just analyze the situation.
Okay.
And just analyze. Continue. You always want. This is part of it. You just analyze the situation and you figure out.
But it's easier said than done. Like this is your business. This is your sweat. This is, you've put in your savings into it. How do you relax?
Yes, stay calm. But
how do you stay calm?
I know that's the key, though.
You can't stay calm in the midst of a storm.
I know, but you have to. Even though it's hard. It's hard. It's easier for some, and it's hard for others.
So. I think it's easier to stay. Well, not easier, but it makes it better to stay calm when you have a coach, a business coach, when you have somebody,
a mentor, someone you would go to,
right, and say, hey, this is what's happening. What do I do? So the truth of the matter is, there's no self-made millionaire out there.
Yes.
You need someone to touch base with and say, hey, I'm stuck. Tell me, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I handle this?
Yes. How do I analyze? What's the next move? Because you got the reason why for analyzing this situation thoroughly, because you need to adapt to the different market trends. You need to adapt to the situation and begin to, again, pivot or transition. Yeah.
So let's talk a few strategies on how to turn potential setbacks into strategic comebacks. Because I think that's the main thing. The fact that there will be setbacks, but have you ever heard somebody say, hey, but the comeback was so good. They fell, but the comeback was so good.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about that, about the comebacks. Like how can we come back good?
So, a lot of times, the first thing, if sales dip, right?
Okay.
Sometimes the first thing people say, oh, I'm going to cut prices. And you don't actually have to cut prices because your sales dip.
Okay.
What you could do is you can evaluate your marketing tactics.
Okay.
And solicit customer feedback to identify what they want.
So you throw it back to the customers.
Yes, you can throw it back to the. So you don't have to necessarily cut prices. A lot of times you feel like, oh, the sales dipping. No, a lot of times maybe they don't want that no more. So you can, or maybe they want something else, or they waiting for you to add another features. That could be another thing. You add a feature, just like Apple, they do all the time. Android do. Every time they come up with a new phone, they're always adding a new feature.
I think also they add a feature, hearing from what their consumers are saying.
Yes.
If this phone can do this, because I remember that's how they added the third camera. Because people are like, oh, we just need the best quality. We need professional quality, and they for them it's like you asked and we delivered.
Yes, and they didn't cut no prices.
Instead, they hiked the prices.
They didn't cut prices, but what they did was they hiked them. They just right away their marketing tactics. Yeah. They solicit customer feedbacks, and then they see what improvements they can make to the product, so that you will want to.
Remember back then, phones used to have like liquid damage and all that. Yeah. Now they are actually dipping phones in
water?
liquid, in water, boiling water. Some of them. To prove that they 100 steps ahead now, because we used to lose a lot of electronics through water.
Yeah.
Now they're making electronics water resistant.
Yeah.
So those are all some of the good comebacks that you can you look at and get inspired by. So how can we then boost the repeat business as well?
One, you could launch a loyalty program.
I like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
you like that.
Yeah.
Or send personalized offers. You know,
look at all these cards that we're getting from all these different retail stores.
Yeah.
That's loyalty
yeah,
programs.
loyalty programs.
You just think, they just want they just like give you points. It's a way of getting you to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some of them, like I know with the Macy's card, they give you like cash back. It's usually like depending on how much you spend.
Yes,
I'm a Macy's customer, you can tell.
me too.
So they tell you though that this money back, you have to spend it within a certain amount of time.
Yes, they do.
Why?
Yeah.
Because they want you back to spend that money.
Yes.
They know that when you spend, you're not gonna come in and spend $10, $20.
No.
You're gonna spend way more.
Yeah.
So that's their way of getting you
To
keep
the
coming
store.
in
Yes,
back.
keep repeat business. So even like they give you these birthday cards. So that's like these loyalty programs that they put out there. So you can offer that. You can send personalized offers as well that is personalized to you. Make back to Macy's again. They actually say your name. It's personalized. They say Caesar.
You're
You
like,
got it.
and then it makes you feel
Caesar.
special.
Yeah, make it a
Nothing
little,
like a personalized gift.
yeah, nothing like a personalized gift. So yeah, at these that's how you can it helps for repeat business.
Yeah. What about underperforming products?
Mm.
How can we advise the chaplain chillers to actually rise above those? Because business will be good, but some products will be like, I ain't going
Yeah.
anywhere. I'm sitting on the shelf until you get me out. How do we come out of that underperformance?
Yes, you could conduct feedback surveys or focus groups. That's to identify necessary improvements to that product or to new features. So definitely always and Apple's good for that. The surveys, the focus.
I think we kind of Apple. You better be our sponsor.
Yeah,
because
Apple needs to be our sponsor.
because we're like pushing you out there.
Yes. We love Apple. I'm saying we
We're
Apple.
Apple consumers.
We Apple. We love.
We-
We are the product.
We are
We are the product. We go to Apple.
We are the Apple cards.
Yes.
Because it's a cult.
Yes, everything in Apple. Yes, everything Apple for us. Yeah. But I like Apple. I mean, Steve Jobs actually done a great job in building that.
No,
brand.
he did great PR.
Great PR. Yes. So
So we give these PR people, an applause.
Yes.
So what about staying ahead of trends?
Yes.
Because I mean, with TikTok has really set trends. Like that's where most business. If you're not on TikTok as a business person, you don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
I'm not sure though in America because they want to scrap TikTok out.
I know.
So we gotta rethink this. But marketing trends, most of them come from social media. So how do we stay ahead of them? Do we chase them because they come and go, or what do we do? Talk to us.
No, you don't want to chase market trends. You actually want to be the individual that starts the trend. A lot of times, you want to be that. You want to be that leader that actually in the start. You don't have to start it, but you could be you actually could be in the in front of it. Be in front of the market trend. Because I'm not gonna say you always have to be first because Apple is really never first.
Yeah, they copy.
They're never really first to starting anything. They see other people doing it. I mean, Apple's a good case study because Apple's saying, I'm gonna let you be the first one.
Let me let you spend the money on research
Yeah.
and development, and I'll just copy what you did and
I
tweak
I
it a
don't.
bit.
I make it better because you did all the research. You did all the things. Customers seeing what you customers like. Oh, if they like it, the timing, and then they just sit back and they just take all the feedback from the data that was out there, and they just make it better.
So how do we then get to understand the difference between chasing a trend and setting it? Because you said we must be trendsetters. But how do we know that we don't fall in between, or we are what you're saying we must do?
Yeah, because there's a thing that I like, right? To be trendsetters. There's a thing in real estate and in stocks. They have this saying that it's not about timing the market. There you go. It's not about timing the market, but your time in the market.
Okay.
It what makes the difference. So a lot of times we trying to time them. I'm gonna jump this. I'm gonna do this when, because a lot of times if you time in the market, sometimes you could be late.
Yeah.
By timing the market, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get in this time. I'm gonna buy this stock. Then they always say when people are talking about it, you're late to the party. You're late to the party. It's already it's people already talked about it. Now. So now what you gotta do is you gotta find a new market. Or you gotta find something else, a new stock or a new product or a new temperature, whatever it is, because it's already known. People are already talking about it. So a lot of time you're already late to the party. So now you gotta find a new product or a new stock or whatever to invest in. So it's about it's about your time in the market that makes the difference, because just get started today. Just get, like, if you're starting your business and you feel like, man, I missed the time, man, I should have started in COVID. You know what? Start crying over spoiled milk. You should have done it. Yeah, it's already done. You missed the opportunity, but not saying another opportunity is not going to come. There's going to be plenty of opportunities.
Right.
So, and that's the thing about don't try to time the market, because you trying to time the market, you could be missing the market. So you want to get in as soon as possible. Get in as soon as possible, and as you keep building, as you keep growing, then your time in the market will allow you to take advantage of these different marketing trends and fads and opportunities that could come your way.
So very well said. But also, let's talk about, how do I maintain a competitive edge in this trending market? And one of the things that I know is continuous education.
Yes.
Just continuously be a step ahead of everybody. Like, teach yourself more. They say enhance and sharpen your...
Iron sharpen iron?
No, enhance.
Okay. Enhance, okay.
And sharpen your skill.
Your knife?
No, your skill.
Your skill, okay.
Like, whatever that your business, you're doing in business, just make sure that you enhance and sharpen it. Make sure that you, here's a good word, hone it.
Hone it. Okay, I like that. Yes, hone it. Yes, because it's very important to stay informed, so that you able to maintain that competitive edge, so that you able to not panic, so you don't panic when situations come about, because you are staying informed with the different trends and in your industry or whatever. It helps you to pivot when times comes.
Yeah, and I think some good examples will be attending seminars that are similar to what you're doing, and just networking with the right people.
Yes.
Networking is key.
So not only do you want to attend industry webinars and seminars to catch engaging trends early, but you also want to subscribe to industry journals, business journals.
Those are that are in line with what you're doing.
Yes, and what you're doing. Yes, not anything, but that's in line with what you're doing. You want it,
because you don't want too much information as well. Like, I'm not saying too much information, but you don't want to overdo it.
Yes.
When it's too much overdoing, then
it can be overwhelming.
Exactly.
So no, this is why you finding what you're doing. Whatever you choose something, your niche or whatever. But if these are just options, you can go to the industry. Subscribe to the industry journal. You could go to webinars, whatever. You just find out what you want to do. But the going to the webinars, the seminars is a lot better, because it gives you an opportunity to network with people. Subscribing to an industry journal, it's like you one-on-one. You reading maybe a journal or a blog post or whatever it may be, or newsletters. But that's you just reading something. But going to the events is a lot better, because you're able to network. But also engage in online forums that's in your industry as well. It helps you to stay relevant. It helps you to stay fresh when you're able to engage.
And it puts you out there as well.
Yeah,
because as you network, you're exchanging business cards, business ideas, and you're just out there. And people know. People can even give references and recommendations.
Yeah.
So Don't be in your own little island and in your
Yes.
corner.
Yes.
Get out there, meet people,
Yes.
and talk. And
Talk.
don't be like, I'm in this network session, but you're all in a corner there typing on your phone. You're not here to network. You're talking to your phone.
You
So,
don't shade?
no, are you catching any? Well, if the shoe fits,
You don't shade?
if the shoe fits,
But you also can to partner with industry leaders as well, marketers as well, so that you're able to. That's another one you could do.
I'm a lifelong learner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. My God, I'm always learning.
Me too.
Always.
Hey, and you can tell I'm going for my PhD.
Right. So, how do you embrace lifelong learning?
One, never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
Never stop learning. Just keep, books, podcasts, listen to podcasts, reading books, taking a course, all the different things allow you to continue to learn. So definitely it's
Because that's how most entrepreneurs are always on the know.
yes.
They will tell you. I know was this guy who owns planes as well and gyms.
I don't know.
Virgin gyms and airlines.
I don't know.
You know him. I forgot. I just forgot his Brandon something.
Bronson.
No, you're saying it wrong.
Okay.
But he owns Virgin. He always says that he's a reader. He reads.
Yeah, Warren Buffett.
They read. They love to read,
Yeah.
and not because they're just reading for the fun of it, but reading to improve what they know.
What they know, yes, because we see, even in our book club when we were doing Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki said every year he attends seminars.
And you think a person who's at Robert Kiyosaki's level would have stopped, but no, they don't stop. They know that it is vital for them to keep doing. I think even like professionals, like I remember in my profession, environmental health, there's always continuous learning. Every year you have to have reached a certain amount of points. So they encourage you because things change. Regulations get updated.
Yes.
So you can't think that, I got my degree 20 years
no.
ago, it's still the same.
No, it's not the same.
Completely
changed. Yes,
Yeah.
and it's always going to the market always going to change. It's a fast paced market landscape, and you don't stay fresh and stay relevant. What you learned 5 years ago, what I learned in marketing back in 2005, is totally different today because we're in a different landscape. You got social media. When I started, social media just started popping. We got AI. So you guys always stay fresh, and this is how you do it. Is by going to the different. I love this because we in chapter 2 in the Art of Focus book club, and something that
Join in if you haven't.
Yes, something that we are seeing right about focus. If you don't focus, if you don't chase your passion, right, if you're not chasing your goals, the society is gonna put their goals on you. They're gonna put
Somebody's gonna feed you
what you think you should be doing.
That's how, in a nutshell, continuous learning is crucial for business success because it keeps you competitive, adaptable in a rapidly changing market. Because, like we said, the market is going to change. You just have to adapt to the changes.
Yes, you got to adapt to the changes because if you don't adapt to the changes, then guess what? Then again, it goes back to society going to tell you what you should be doing instead of you telling what society what you're gonna do.
Exactly.
That's what you want. You want to begin. You want to tell society what you're doing. I'm doing this. And why? Because you are preparing yourself. You always
so just make it a habit to regularly update your mind because this brain, we need to make use of it.
Yes,
through reading books, through attending courses, seminars, like we said,
mentorship,
being in masterminds and mentorship.
All these things it helps you to sharpen that mind, and when you're networking with other individuals, hey, they say iron sharp iron. It's a powerful tool.
So enrolling, even if it takes for you to enroll in an online course, maybe you don't have the time to go attend in person. do an online course, enhance your skills, and just, like I said, hone them, sharpen them, make them better, so that people choose you over others because they see that you know your stuff.
You know your stuff. Attend industry events, conferences, to keep new ideas. Yeah, to keep new ideas.
Network and self-care. Self-care is my big thing.
Yes, especially in
Self-care,
business, you
self-care.
have to take care of yourself. You have to in business because it's not easy. It is hard, and so if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't take time for yourself, you will burn out. It will get overwhelming. Even when you're passionate, eventually your body saying, "I need a break."
Right, and your
I
body
need
will
rest.
force you
Your
to
body
rest.
will force you to. It will because what's gonna happen if you every day your body
go.
go. Your body it's just gonna shut down on you, and you don't want it to shut down on you in a place or somewhere where you don't.
You don't want to be shut down at all. It doesn't have to be even a place or whatever. So how do you integrate self-care with being a successful entrepreneur?
How do you what?
How do we integrate self-care and being a successful entrepreneur? How does that help you?
Me, how do it help?
No, not you, in general. Like
in general,
I'm asking this because I know that it helps you to rejuvenate you and stuff like that. Like gives you energy to keep going because now your mind is fresh. Now you can keep going instead of, like you said, instead of hitting a block where you're like, oh my God, I'm so exhausted.
Hitting that roadblock. Yeah. So one way you could do with the self-care is definitely take some time out to yourself. Take breaks. I like the time blocking as well. So put some time in there, maybe to see family. Take some time to go for a walk. This is these are things that you could do. Just like, what? You work for 2 hours and say, I need a break. Yeah. And you just go for a walk.
Or take a nap,
go for a
which
drive.
is my favorite activity.
Or you take a nap, whatever. You read a book, you journal.
Especially when you're over 40, you need those naps. Trust me. If you're not over 40, wait until you're over 40. You will understand. So those naps are crucial.
Yes, but yeah, you have to do these different things so that prayer, reading your word, things like that. Yeah, it helps me to stay fresh. It helps me to not
rejuvenate the mind, the body, and the soul. Because that all works hand in hand. Mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah. Definitely works hands in hand.
And just being, I think, in relaxing environments as well. Like I love a spa day ever so often. It relaxes my everything. Like, yep. So
private club, entrepreneur club, go to golfing, all the different cafe where other entrepreneurs at. So these different things you want to go and you want to get out into your local area and just take time off from the daily grind into doing some fun activities
that will get your mind off like the real grind. Like I always say, try not to be like a mouse.
Mm-hmm. Okay, explain.
And because a mouse has one route.
Yes.
I promise you, they have one route. That's why they call it the rat race.
Okay.
Because you go home, you go to work, you come back home. Go to work, come. They will not take detours. They will not go for like, let me just go for dinner tonight after work. Let me go and see friends. Let me go. A mouse to the hole. They get the food back to their food. So try not to have that rat race.
Yes.
Be that mouse. Switch it up a bit during the week.
Yeah,
even not for just business people, even just for regular people.
Regular people, yes,
Regular, so like you don't wake up and be frustrated in the park, in the traffic, be honking at people because you're tired.
Yes, but because here's the thing, because business people that's like feel like I gotta go. You feel like if I stop for a moment, I'm not gonna get nothing done. I'm not gonna. But I want to let you know something that that minute of rest, that 5-minute rest, that 5-minute break, that to refresh, to clear your mind.
I actually just took an hour nap before this podcast because
it would do
I
you,
needed it.
It would do you so. It would do you. It would do you wonders.
Right.
Just taking the time out to reflect, to clear your mind, because now you gotta remember that resting, that reflecting, that self-care, it allowed you to put things back into perspective. It allowed you to be more creative.
And just to calm your mind, like
Calm
I
your
said,
mind.
with my hour nap, and I'm good at it, but somehow my body just knows when it's time to get up. I don't know how it does it, but I know my body tells me you need to nap now because you're tired.
Yes.
And no matter how much I try to overcome that, my body says, "Listen, you've been running the whole morning.
Yeah.
You need to slow it down, take a nap, and then you keep running again."
Yes. And I tell her, go ahead, take your nap, please, because we want you fresh.
And if I don't, I'm
yes.
hard to deal with.
It's hard to deal with. So I'm like, no, we want you fresh because you are the show. You are the so the thing is though, you can get a lot done just by that self-care. Because you need your mind. Is so powerful that you could be grind, but you're not giving your mind a chance to think. You're not giving your mind a chance to be creative. You could do this. Mind is powerful.
It is.
If you just allow it to think, it can think of a strategy how you can get ahead.
Right.
So sometimes you can be like, you don't neglect the mind.
Yeah.
No, that's why you got to feed your mind. This is why you got to stay informed and continue to educate yourself and have the self-care so your mind to work. But a lot of times, what we are doing because we always grinding, our mind's overloading. It's working so hard and it's not giving you're not giving your mind a chance to think.
Illustration.
Yes.
Oh, well, Chaplin Chillers, that's a wrap for today.
Yes.
Remember, let's just keep building, and that business is not a marathon. I mean, it is a marathon, but not a sprint. Take it easy. Be kind to yourself.
Yes.
Just do what you can, and don't push yourself too hard.
Don't put yourself, yes. Protect your mental health. Protect your mental health.
I think that's a beautiful way to sum it up for this in this mental health month.
Yes.
Protect it.
Protect it.
By all means necessary. Choose peace over violence.
Yes. Peace over violence. Yes. Even with all this thing with the rap battles, or just man, choose peace over
Rap violence.
the rap battles. I know. I'm talking about like with Kendrick Lamar and Drake and all this kind of stuff. They're going against, choose peace.
Anyway.
And that's why I like how J. Cole's did what he done, because he said, you know what, if you wanna come at me, you to come at me. I'm not gonna come back at you.
Do you know what it's about?
I know, but protect your mental health.
That's the bottom line.
Yes.
And revisit this
Keep learning.
Your business, smart strategies. If you feel like you need to refresh and go through it again.
Yes.
That's why we don't take it down. We have it for you.
Yes. So that if you need a refresher course, you need some more. You're like, you know what? I need some help in this area.
On that note, we would like to invite you to join our 6-month mentorship boot camp, where you're gonna learn on how to scale your business.
Yes, scale your business, have a sustainable business. You're gonna learn about marketing, leadership, organization, management, all these different things that we talk about on the podcast. You're able to go deeper with me virtually in a group, and we're able to learn from one another, and we're able to actually get into and into the business so that we can help you win. It's about winning.
It's all about winning. So if you loved this episode, we'd like you to hit that subscribe button.
Yes, hit that subscribe button.
If you haven't subscribed yet, press the like button, share, and tell us how you'd like us to improve and what topics to touch on. Like I always say, this is for you, not for us. So we'll lead by what you tell us to do. So
yes, we're building with you.
We really love to read your comments, and
yes,
we really want to do what pleases you as well. So
And listen to the audio as well. Those our audio listeners, we appreciate you. We thank you. We say, if you haven't followed us, you find us. Yeah, follow us, and not just follow us. Leave a review and rate.
So, we want to say stay inspired, keep going, keep thriving, and keep chilling.
Yes.
So, that's a wrap.
That's
in
a wrap.
transforming our lives and our dreams into reality, because that's all it's about. We want to stop dreaming, but we want to change the dreams into reality. So, join us next time as we chill with the
Chaplins, yes, for life enhancing tips. And we thank you. And like we always say, if you enjoyed this episode, check out the next episode we have for you right here. We thank you. And you know how we sign off with deuces.
take care.
Peace.